I'm Dennis from Accountant's Desktop. This video will demonstrate our PAYG instalment variation calculators for companies and individuals for 2024. We do have a separate video covering our GST and FBT instalment variation calculators. For non-subscribers, all instalment variation calculators are available for purchase as a standalone package. You can view any specific part of this video by using the links below to jump straight to that section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up below and don't miss any of our future videos by clicking on the subscribe button. These are excellent time-saving calculators using Microsoft Excel to help you process and manage your clients' PAYG instalment variations. There are two versions, one for companies and the other for individuals, to cater for the different tax calculations applying to those taxpayers. They are standalone versions of the sheets found in our BAS job papers, so if you're not taking advantage of those work papers, you can still use these individual calculators. They'll do all of the calculations for you and can be saved in your document management system for easy retrieval. And easily update a previous variation by copying and pasting those details to the later period and simply change the numbers. Each workbook also comes with a DIY worksheet, which can be used for any purpose, including copying and pasting supporting records. This is our PAYG instalment variation calculator for companies with some sample data. At the top of the screen on the left, you select the settings applicable to your client to ensure correct calculations. Below that is a table where you record details of instalments for each period. For most users, you can generally ignore the monthly rows, as a majority of your PAYG instalment payers will probably have a quarterly cycle. The table has two sections, option 1 for clients using the instalment amount method, and option 2 for those clients using the instalment rate method. You can vary instalments under either method using this calculator. When doing a variation, it's very important that details of prior period instalments have been added to the table, otherwise the calculations may not be correct. At the left and right-hand side extremities of this table, you'll see links to other parts of the worksheet. The left-hand side links will take you to an area where you can copy and paste profit and loss reports to support your calculations for each period. You click on the right-hand side links to prepare calculations for a variation for any period. Below that table are some general instructions on using the calculator. Looking at the sample data, I've pasted a profit and loss statement for the September quarter and decided not to vary the ATO instalment amount of $35,000 under option 1, which has now been paid by the client. But on reviewing the instalment for the December quarter, you know that due to a change in trading conditions, this will be excessive. So, to vary their December quarter amount, you click on the variation link and enter projected annual amounts for income and deductions. Although not applicable in this example, you can also add any capital gain on which the client would like to prepay their tax liability, deduct any tax losses brought forward to be claimed this year, and enter details and amounts of any rebates, tax offsets, or franking credits. The worksheet will calculate the estimated tax and instalment rate for your variation. The relevant summary for each option, including the calculation of any credit, is displayed here. You can see that the company has estimated their taxable income to be $415,969, and tax on that income will be $103,992. If the client was using option 2, the instalment rate of 10.08% is also shown. The proportion of the estimated tax due to this quarter is 50%, which is $51,996. After deducting the September instalment of $35,000, the amount payable for the December quarter is $16,996. This varied amount has been transferred to the summary. This company did not choose to vary the March quarter instalment, and the amount paid has been entered at the summary. For the June quarter, based on your tax planning advice, the company decided to purchase some equipment costing $35,000, which it could write off in full against its taxable income. There was no other change to the projected income and deductions used for the December quarter variation. So you can copy and paste those figures to this screen and add the $35,000 deduction for the new equipment. Consequently, the company's projected annual tax has been reduced to $95,242. After deducting prior instalments paid totaling $77,994, the instalment payable for the June quarter is $17,248. The process is almost identical if using option 2, the main difference being the columns to complete in the PAYG instalment summary table. And if the company pays an annual instalment, Select that option from the PAYG Instalments table to vary the instalment amount. I should also mention that you can override all of our calculated amounts and/or rates by entering your own figures in the DIY cells. This will allow you to use a rounded or a more conservative figure for the variation. This is our PAYG instalment variation calculator for individuals, also with some sample data loaded. The layout and procedure to vary an individual's PAYG instalment is similar to the company variation. The main differences are the various options for calculating income tax payable by an individual. You'll see an area below the table where you can record things like tax credits, offsets, and income for study and training loan repayments. These can be updated for each of the periods that you need to vary. Looking at our sample data, you can see that the client has paid an instalment of $43,000 for the first 3 quarters. The June quarter, after meeting with the client, you decide to vary that instalment because things have been very slow in their business in the previous 6 months. You project income and deductions to arrive at a taxable income of $343,500 and tax on instalment income of $158,112. As with the company variation worksheet, you can add net capital gains to prepay that liability and deduct losses brought forward and claimed this year. There's a summary to the right of the predictions showing the calculations for both option 1 and option 2, including the calculation of any credit due. An instalment rate, though not applicable to this client, has been calculated as 38.56%. Looking back at the information in the left-hand pane, you'll see also that imputation credits of $6,000 have been entered, and because the client has a help debt, additional information has been entered to correctly calculate the debt repayment for the year. The summary for option 1 back on the right-hand side of the screen shows that the quarterly instalment for June can be varied to $29,112 after allowing credit for previous instalments paid. Thank you for watching this video on our PAYG instalment variation calculators. Don't forget, if you liked the video, please give it the thumbs up below. And don't miss any of our future videos by clicking on the subscribe button. My details are shown on the screen, so please feel free to contact me for any further information.